Okay, Sag, I hope you've seen the other reads being posted. I've gone to weeklies just because of some health issues I've been having. And I may stay this way because the feedback I've had is positive. So it will just give me time to do other reads that might help besides just the personal type things. So this is an adaptation on a personal read that I do. So it's meant to be weekly, but it could quite easily be much more far-reaching than that. It is about anywhere in Virgo's in your chart. So sun, moon, rising. For any part of your chart that has Virgo in it, it may have some relevance to it. So there are many scenarios to each card, and I try and give you as much information as I can, but it's all about your interpretation, because I'm not meant to know. Spirit mean the message for you. You will know what it means. You might want to fast forward this bit because it does take a while for the cards to be laid out. However, I do sometimes get little messages from Spirit popping in, just because they know when I'm concentrating on the cards, they can, laying out the cards, they can get in. But once the cards are out, usually they don't interrupt. So yours, I'm getting a Danny, and there is definitely some sort of injury, and it is an injury to, I can see the blood and everything, to above the right eye, and it seems to have been a violent act. So some sort of fight took place. He is very unhappy about the outcome. I'm not getting a good feeling there at all. So I believe that's how he passed, is in some sort of fight. I don't think it was meant to be that violent, but it was, he's saying it was a lucky punch, but I think there was more to it than that. He's definitely playing it down, but it's not a good feeling. So Sag, we're looking for your card, which is the Temperance card. Yeah, there's not only blood above his eye, there's blood out of his right ear also. So it was, yeah, a proper violent crime, I believe. And maybe justice wasn't served because it was some sort of altercation. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm getting. It would have to be a private read for me to gain more information there. And there it is. Yeah. Yeah, no. Okay. So enemies overcome, third party situation. Third party is not always romantic. It is sometimes children getting in the middle, parents, and we have children and a female. You've got three other major arcanas, no, two others, sorry, besides your own. So there is a female who is quite blunt, sharp with the words, could be a nurse, doctor, priest or lawyer, female energy. She is cutting and to the point, maybe lonely, divorced or widowed. She's not as harsh as she makes out on the outside. She is very clear thinking, and not afraid to cut people out of her life. She is possibly the one cutting someone out of their life. There is definitely a third party, but enemies will be overcome. There's information coming your way, messages, perhaps Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, child, someone in uniform, somebody of younger energy, possibly darker skinned, gifts, information, financial improvements in the beginning stages, something coming back from the past, criminals, perhaps issues with childhood. It's an unhappy event to do with children or childhood. There's been a lot of confusion, but things will become clear. I was born on the 18th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. You, however, are not doing well. There's an imbalance here. There may be addictions, as in gambling, drugs, alcohol, shopaholics, chocoholics, any sort of addictions. It's been a testing time where your faith has been tested, because your card is about learning and faith. So you're still going through this issue, I believe, but you need to go within, realise that finances aren't important, and what your true purpose in life is. Virgo energy is important. The lockdown situation could be an issue. Hospital doors, the abdomens, the intestines, leaving a family behind, to find your own path in life, your true purpose in life. You're not meant to walk this next part of the journey alone. Those born on the 18th, like I said, the 9th and the 27th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. You may be torn between what you should do and what you want to do. Comparing yourself to others is not your friend. You may feel like you've put too much effort into something and got very little reward. And there we have the children or childhood memories again, but this time it's positive. Information is coming your way. You are not going to like it, but it is true. It will cut through all the bullshit and get to the point. Somebody's been keeping secrets for a very long time. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, female, being unreliable and unpredictable. But the truth has to come out. Clarity and bring success. You won't want to accept this. Something you've been working on for some time is not going to pay off. There's lack of teamwork, lies, deceit and theft. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and something to do with childhood or children. There is conflict and competition, and again at the bottom is your card, which is doubled up. So there's some sort of addiction here. Leos, Scorpios may be involved. Imbalance. Those born on the 14th, again, living or past. If your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It could be addictions to video games, anything. It's that's making an impact on your life. I don't believe this is about love, but the truth needs to come out. Somebody's been keeping it a secret for quite some time, and it's just got to be accepted for what it is, I'm afraid. Don't compare yourself to others, and don't start thinking that you haven't put enough effort in, or beating yourself up, or isolating yourself. Yeah, there is unhappy news about a water sign child, possibly. Getting over the passing of something or someone, the ending of something or someone. Things are not what they seem. What looks bad isn't. What looks good isn't. Action is needed. Fair, funny, fire sign male, which may be you, older. The answer is yes. Any questions you have is yes. But there is unhappiness and unfaithfulness, feeling depressed. Something is missing. And there she is again. We've got her twice as well. So this is advice needs to be taken from a female who is blunt and to the point. But you're not going to like this advice, and someone may seek revenge. You need to not sit back and ignore things. Take notice of what's going on around you. You may have got very lax in paying attention to something that needs attention. Yeah, there is some sadness here, and the pain of a passing, possibly. Someone cutting someone out of their lives. There may be minor surgery involved. There may be heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Well, action is definitely needed, and you can't, you have to fill up your own well, because you're going to need to be strong, because you've taken your eye off the ball, really, and that's not a good thing. Smile with a knife. Horus. So Horus is the one, someone needs to speak the truth. It's your throat chakra, so something needs to be spoken, or someone else does. Something to do with a brother, angry outbursts, and the left eye. Well, the message I got from Danny was the right eye wanted. So those of you that know Danny, there is something, and it may be that the altercation was with a brother. Someone is protected. Having the power to protect comes with much responsibility and requires a clear sense of judgment. When people you love need protection, it's natural for you to step into that role, accept where you are aware of their wrongdoings, so you know that someone you love has done something wrong. With a warrior personality such as yours, you find it hard to step aside and let others have their own battles and bear their own consequences. You have an overwhelming need to blindly protect those you love without contemplating the whole situation, so you have to look at the facts. Being a martyr denies them the chance to learn from their experience. They got themselves into this situation and now they need to get themselves out. Give them the chance to manage and learn from this situation by themselves. They need to learn to stand on their own 2 feet. This is a lesson as much for you as for them, so stay on the fringes even if it gets messy. Try not to offer support. Time may be tough for your loved one. However, this is a real opportunity for them to change their behaviour and begin to have more positive outcomes in their life. For you, it's a chance to stand back and watch how strong and resilient your loved one really is. They can handle this, but you are enabling much worse to come if you don't step back and let them address the situation themselves. Yeah, Aries, you'll want to force this situation to go how you believe it should go, and that's not what Spirit want, I'm afraid. They want you to leave it to others to sort this mess out. And it is, I believe, the Emperor card. No, it's the Ace of Wands. New beginnings, action needed. It's okay to push now, just don't push too hard. It is the Aries card, and Aries is about the head and face. So like I said, especially as far as Spirit goes, Danny's head and face were injured. It's about self-worth and image. People pulling this card don't like to play games. They like matters to move fast, and since it's the first sign in the zodiac, it represents by the primal human, one who must protect and defend. What did I just say? You can't protect and defend this time. They have to sort out themselves. Aries people are highly ambitious and want to accomplish things quickly with no nonsense way. Competition is what Aries is all about. Well, we started with the conflict and competition, didn't we? Competition is what Aries is all about, and many feel the need to compete when there is no need to compete. Comparing yourself against others is what I said in it. Traditionally, Aries is a warrior sign and means being always on the defensive, ready for action. This is a catalyst for force and not of peacemaker, and that's not what you want. They're interested in sports and possibly weapons. When this card turns up, expect things to move fast, for there's no time to take step by step. It will be a mad jump, and it may be a time of testing your will. Yes, that's what we said. You will work best in this situation when you make your own decisions, rather than acting like an underling, being told what to do. You may even find a supporting cast to help you finish your work. Be responsible and disciplined in all of your actions. You will want to get things started and forge ahead, and don't buckle under the drama or trivialities of other people. This is a period where you are forceful and headstrong and can forge a direction or path as you have vision and energy to do so at this time. In love affairs, you will want to take the lead, and you may attract spontaneous, enthusiastic lovers. Be ready to reach new plateaus, and there may be an opportunity for one or more. Be advised to think beyond acting with aggression, yes, especially in emotional dramas. In relationships, you or your partner will expect total freedom. However, avoid being quick-tempered, because when this card turns up, there is a need for caution. Be steady and measured rather than hot-blooded or impulsive. This marks a time where you need to be sensitive to the concerns of others, since you will want to move fast and strong without thinking things through. You may find yourself running into walls, and you will not want to compromise right now, but you should do just that. Sometimes it's best to allow bygones to be bygones and let it go. Any fighting or conflict will not serve you at this time. In fact, it may poison the waters and make matters worse. Care must be taken not to be too foolish or rash. However, it's time to work for a cause and get things started. Just make sure you finish all that you started. So yes, take action, but not with aggression, and let others sort their own issues out. Thanks for listening.